common areas at the complex to excite tenants and residents as they come in. We have two inherent sort of advantages to the center. One is the location on the water. It's really one of a kind location on the Hudson River, and also we have a fair amount of common areas, some of which over time became redundant secondary lobbies and other areas that we really put together as a package that involves multiple improvements. We've secured the right from Battery Park City to create what I think will be the largest rooftop terraces in New York. One is about 30,000 square feet, the other is just a little smaller than that, overlooking the water. I mentioned earlier, has tackled the food experience to bring the food outside of the tenant's space envelope and create cost savings for them when they make their decisions and have a profitable standalone situation. So the dining terrace are referred to as 14 vendors, very unique, New York-centric, some from other parts of the country like Nami Burger and other situations like that, that will not be your normal food court by any means. The marketplace at about 25,000 square feet. So things that I think when we complete, not meaning this to come out in an arrogant way, but I don't think any other office complex will have this type of food experience and right on site that will be for the benefit of all the tenants. We also just recently moved from Chelsea, the Institute of Culinary Education. We converted some challenging office space to create what is one of the hottest and well-attended culinary schools here in New York. It's been around for a long time. So again, creating a buzz that we think will appeal to TMT tenants and others and move from what really had been, for all of Paul Reichman's great vision and great architecture, and it over time became a bit of a corporate fortress, and it turned its back a little on the streetscape. We're completely changing that, and that will all be in place by the early part of 2015. At the Manhattan West, and sorry, I'll take one more minute because it's two projects, is I'd say the unique nature there is really the technology that we are utilizing to build our platform. Prior to the recession, it actually contemplated a super steel structure. It was very complicated, a lot of work on the track level. We kept challenging our construction team to come up with a partial deck construction or something different. The team stepped up and really came up with the idea of employing this bridge technology, which is used around the world, but not to this scale in terms of a platform supporting an office complex. So the whole idea, as I mentioned before, is these precast concrete segments, which are used for bridges around the world, are manufactured off-site. We have what we call the launcher, which is currently being assembled on-site. And you, in essence, minimize the amount of work that you have to do down at the tracks. The rails love it. Once we got them comfortable with it, they like the idea of limited outages and dealing with the competition, and you're building, in essence, bridges over active train tracks. So the first span will be in place in January. We're finishing the assemblage of the launcher in December. All of our foundation and excavation work is done. It saved us about $200 million in terms of cost. Much of that cost was just the trades trying to figure out how much overtime they're going to have to pay the rails, and not being willing to underwrite at the point, plus the steel materials in terms of the superstructures. So once we get to the spans, at least I'm being told this, and let's hope it's very similar to when you get above ground in an office building. The floors go up quite quickly once you've tackled the subterranean work. So we're excited to get the first span across and have a launcher party, and we hope that'll happen